Hey everybody, it's Cheryl. Welcome back to Technique of the Week. It's week number 6, and this week on Technique of the Week, we're going to be talking about the Inkadinkado Stamping Gear. I know that's a mouthful to say, but this is one of those really cool projects that I found in like the stamping and craft book section, and I thought, I bet that could work on fabric, and I'll be darned if it doesn't. So, just to give you a little overview of what comes in this kit, you get this little, sort of, it's like a cog, and this little thing is how you use this stamping tool. Now it comes with rubber stamps in the kit, which is really awesome, and you can see those designs here. Basically, these 4 designs are made to go onto this stamping plate, and then you can see that it's got these like notches on both ends. That's so that you can use it either, you know, front ways or the other ways. So just to give you a heads up on how this works, it's pretty straightforward. You're going to choose one of your rubber stamps, and they are sort of adhesive on the back, and you're going to line it up on the back of the stamping plate, and there we go. So it's nice and secure, right? So, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the cog. Now you can see on the cog that it's got these arrows and things like that. That's so that you can tell which, you know, which channel you want to be in when you're stamping. So I'm going to put this down on my fabric, and I'm going to line up my arrows as sort of straight up and down as I can. And then I'm going to take, and I've got my, so I'm going to use this bottom part here in the cog. And so I'm going to ink it up on my stamp pad. Now I'm going to use one hand to hold down the cog, and then I'm going to make sure that my fabric is nice and pressed, and I have it on my Steady Betty ironing surface, but you can put it down onto the top of your ironing board or something. You want something that's going to give a little bit of cushion, a little bit of pushback when you actually do the stamping. So use your ironing board and sort of make sure that your fabric is nice and laid out and nice and pressed. And so, okay, so I'm going to use my hand, my non-dominant hand, to hold the cog while I stamp. And then I'm going to go back and get some more ink because I want each one of these to have the same sort of intensity. Here we go, and this is looking really cool so far. So what you're going to do is you're going to go all the way around, and it's pretty straightforward. The only trouble I end up having is trying to move around my own hand, but I just sort of get myself out of the way and do that. It's a lot of fun. I was really surprised at how well this turned out on fabric. So I'm just gonna flip this over so you can see how it looks, right? So the cool thing is that you can continue to, with the cog, hold it in place, and then you can fill in all the extra spots on the cog, either with the same stamp, a different color, even one of the other stamps, and then you can go over it again with another layer, and you get what I consider some like really cool sort of kaleidoscope, snowflake effects, which are really awesome. So I'm just going to show you one here that I made, and it's got 2 different colors, which, you know, again, you could cut this center out, you can applique something in this center. This one also has, you know, the different color stamped around it in a different way, and just by moving the stamp on the pad just even upwards a little bit or downwards a little bit, you get a completely different look every single time. So these are very unique. They'd make great blocks in, you know, like a winter quilt. If you did these in blues, I think that would be really pretty. You could also trace over these lines with your machine so you could use them as machine quilting lines. So I thought that was a really cool use for these as well. So the Inkadinkado Stamping Gear cog set, I really think you should try it. I've got a piece all quilted up here so you can take a look at it. I stamped a skull in the center and went all the way around it with some other pieces. I really had a lot of fun with this project, and I hope that you try it. Again, don't forget to go look in that scrapbooking section. You never know what you're going to find there that you can use on your quilts. So don't forget to follow along on my blog at www.muppin.com. You can also subscribe to this channel and get a copy of the 52 Technique of the Week videos in your news feed every single week. And you can also go to my website, sign up for my newsletter, and get a copy of the 52 Technique of the Week checklist in your mailbox so you can follow along right along with us. Thanks so much. Have a great day, and I will see you again next week. Bye!